about to start my workout for today. You can see I have my dip bar with me today. I also have my jump rope, but as always, I will be providing equipment-free substitutions. So if you don't have a piece of equipment similar to this and you don't have a jump rope, that's fine. You can still do this workout right along with me. There are timestamps in the description box down below the video, so if you would like to skip straight ahead to the workout, you can use the chapter markers to do that. If you would like to see the exercises demonstrated and explained before we begin, let's go ahead and get into that right now. Even though I am using equipment today, this is a body weight workout. I'm not going to be lifting anything other than my own body weight. So I am going to include this workout on my playlist of body weight workouts. So if you chose this workout off of that playlist because you were looking for an equipment-free workout, don't click away because I promise you do not need any equipment whatsoever to do this workout right along with me. There are just two exercises that I'm using my dip bar for. So let me go ahead and show you those exercises real quickly. The first exercise, I'm just using this as a target. So you really can use anything as a target. I frequently use just a chair as my target when I do this exercise, but you can use the arm of your couch or your coffee table or a park bench or a bar stool. Really pretty much anything will work as an obstacle. You don't necessarily have to have a physical object to use as an obstacle. I just prefer to because I think it helps me to make sure that all of my reps have integrity and I'm not getting lazy. I want to make sure that I'm actually forcing myself to get my leg up and over an actual target. But you can always just visualize an imaginary target that you're kicking over. That works as well. So all we're going to do is kick our leg over this target. Super simple exercise. So I'm going to pick up one foot and I'm going to swing my leg. First, I'm going to kind of kick towards the wall on the opposite side of my body. So I'm going to kick up this foot, pick up this foot, and kind of kick it across my body towards that wall over there. Then I'm going to continue that motion. I'm going to pick this foot up and kick the leg up and over my target like that. Now I'm going to continue in that same direction with the other foot. So I'm going to pick up the other foot, kick it up and over my target in the same direction. And that's one rep. Frequently when I do this exercise, I continue that motion and I come back into a reverse lunge. I'm not doing that today, but if you want to add a lunge, you can. My quads are still mad at me for all those lunges we did on Monday. And we're doing a lot of reps of this exercise. I don't want it to take so long. So I'm not doing a lunge. I'm just gonna kick my legs up and over. But if you wanna add that lunge, you can. So alternating sides with each rep. So now we're going to reverse the movement. So I'm going to start with this foot, kick it first across my body towards this wall over here, then up and over my target. And now the other leg is going to follow, so I'm going to pick up this foot, kick it up and over my target in the same direction. And if you want, you can continue that motion, step the foot a little bit farther back behind you, bend both knees and come down into a reverse lunge. Just to make sure if you add the lunge that you're controlling the movement so you don't bang your knee into the ground, and do your best to maintain a 90-degree angle in this front knee so that the knee of your front leg is over the heel of your front foot as opposed to being out over the toes like this. Okay, so if you're adding the lunge, it's going to look like this. Kick up and over, swing that foot behind you and sink down into the lunge. Now this foot that's in back is going to kick forward and across your body, up and over your target. The other foot follows. Swing that foot behind you, bend the knees and sink down into the lunge. I'm not doing that lunge, but if you want to increase the difficulty, you can add a lunge. All I'm going to be doing is kicking up and over my target. So without the lunge, it's going to look like this. This is what I'll be doing. Kick up and over. Now the other foot follows in the same direction. And you're going to stay upright. So you're not going to sink down into that lunge. This foot's going to come behind you, but not so far as if you're sinking down into a reverse lunge. It's just going to kind of land slightly behind you. And then you're going to pick this foot back up, kick it across your body. We're alternating sides. So kick up and over your target, and then the other foot follows. okay? So put a couple more reps together so you can see the flow of it. Up and over, up and over. That's 1. Other side, up and over. The other leg follows. That's 2. Alternating sides. That's 3. So this foot that just landed is gonna kick across your body, up and over your target. The other foot follows. That's 4. So we're gonna be doing sets of 50. So again, a chair, a bar stool, the arm of your couch, a park bench, any number of items will work for that exercise since you just need a target. But if you don't have anything you can use for a target, or if you're just worried about kicking your target and injuring yourself, you don't need to have a physical object that you're actually getting your leg up and over. You can do the exact same exercise, just visualizing a target. So if you just pretend that there is a chair or a walker or a bar stool or something here that you're kicking your leg up and over, you're gonna do the exact same thing. The exercise is the same. You're just kicking over an imaginary target. Okay, so that's another option. I just find that it's helpful to have a physical object that I have to clear, because as I fatigue, it's going to get easy to kind of get lazy and not get my leg up as high as I would like. So if I have an actual object here that I need to clear, it's going to force me to make sure that each rep has integrity and I'm really pushing myself to get that leg up high because I have to get it up and over a physical target. However, if that's what worries you about having a target there because you think you might kick it and injure yourself, that's fine. You don't need a target. So it's just something to consider. I will be using a target. You don't need to use a target. Just make the decision that's best for you. The other exercise I'm using my dip bar for today is knee raise burpees. So I'm going to be doing knee raises on my dip bar. So I'm going to first show you the exercise the way I'm doing it, and then I'll walk you through some suggestions for substitutions in case you do not have a piece of equipment similar to this. So it's a burpee. That means I'm going to be starting with a push-up. So I'm going to start standing in front of my dip bar. I'm going to bend down and put my hands flat on my mat, right in the middle of my dip bar. You can step your feet out into a plank position if you want. I'm going to jump my feet back so that I'm in a plank position. So I'm going to pick up both feet at the same time and jump into my plank position. From here, I'm going to do a push-up. Then I'm going to jump my feet back in. Again, you can step your feet back in if you prefer. I'm going to jump my feet back in and stand. Then I'm going to grab the handles of my dip bar and do a knee raise. So all that means is that I'm going to bend my knees, bending both knees at a time, and lifting my knees up towards my chest like this, and then back down. And that's 1 rep, a push-up plus a knee raise. That's the exercise. So we'll put a couple of reps all together so you can see what it's going to look like. Standing in front of the dip bar, hands come down, jump the feet back, push up, jump the feet back in, stand, grab the handles of the dip bar, knee raise. That's 1 rep. Hands come down, jump the feet back, push up, jump the feet in, grab the handles, knee raise. That's 2. So there are a lot of pieces of exercise equipment that are similar to this one. If you are interested in a piece of equipment like this, I know there used to be an Amazon branded one that I think was pretty reasonably priced, but I don't know if it still exists. But you can check like Amazon or, you know, Big Five, whatever, sporting goods stores or whatever like that. But I think that you might have better luck checking sites like OfferUp or Facebook Marketplace or Craigslist, because people are always selling workout equipment, exercise equipment on those sites, because they buy the exercise equipment thinking that they're going to use it every day and get in fantastic shape, and then they don't use it. It sits there collecting dust and they just want to get rid of it. So definitely check sites like that. I do think it's a good investment. This particular piece of equipment that I have, it's a very good piece of equipment, but I do think that for what it is, it's a bit overpriced. If you're interested in the brand, this is from Ultimate Body Press, so you can check out ultimatebodypress.com. I don't have an affiliate link or anything like that. They don't have an affiliate program that I'm aware of, so it's not like I get anything if you go there. It's not that I don't recommend this piece of equipment. Obviously, I've had this for years. I love it. I think it's a great piece of equipment, but I think there are so many similar pieces of equipment out there that are more reasonably priced. So I do think it's a good addition if you want to look into investing in something like this. If you follow my workouts regularly, I do use my dip bar quite a bit, so you will get use out of it. So if you want to purchase a piece of equipment like this, definitely check sites like OfferUp or Facebook Marketplace and stuff like that. Also, while you're checking those sites, check for old walkers. Because every time I've gone on to like OfferUp just to see, I have found an old walker for like $10, $15. So what we're doing, well, pretty much everything I use this piece of equipment for, you really can repurpose an old walker and do the same thing. So if you can find one of those old walkers that looks kind of like this, those are sturdy and stable. They are meant to hold your body weight, and it is perfectly safe to use them to do the knee raises the way I was doing them. So if you have access to an old walker already, you're all set. Just get that ready and you can use it today for your knee raises. If you're looking to invest in something but you don't want to spend, you know, $60 or $100 on a piece of exercise equipment, see if you can snag yourself an old walker for 10 bucks on OfferUp, because it is actually a great piece of exercise equipment. The other thing you could do is if you have a pull-up bar, I have one of those pull-up bars that you just kind of place it in the door frame. I bought it at Bed Bath & Beyond, like 100 years ago. It was 30 bucks, 20% off. If you know, you know. But that's another great investment, I think. Those pull-up bars are great to own. So if you have a pull-up bar, you can do hanging knee raises. So you could just do your push-up and then grab your pull-up bar, hang from the bar, and do your knee raise from that position. So if you want to take this workout to the gym, obviously if you have pull-up bars at your gym or a piece of equipment similar to this, you could, you know, use the pull-up bar at the gym. If there's a park close by that has exercise equipment, there's a park close to me that has pull-up bars, and it has like parallel bars. So I could use either of those if I wanted to take this workout to the park. So that's another option. So if you have a piece of equipment similar to this, or a walker, or if you have access to parallel bars or a piece of equipment like this at the park or the gym, you can do the knee raises the way I was doing them. If you have access to a pull-up bar, either at home or at the park or at your gym, you can do hanging knee raises. But if you need a completely equipment-free modification, let's talk about a couple of substitutions that you can make. So first of all, let me just tell you that any burpee variation you want to do is fine. So there are like endless burpee variations. Some of them include a push-up, some of them don't include a push-up. Mine included a push-up, so I'll show you a couple of options that include both a push-up and an ab component, so that your equipment-free option will be similar to what I'm doing. But if these don't work for you, just remember that any burpee variation that you can manage will work. So it's wide open here, just any burpee variation you want to do. But there are a couple of versions of knee hug burpees that you can try. Like I said, that would be the most similar to what I was doing on my dip bar, because these include a push-up and an ab component. So the first one is a little bit easier. You can start here towards one end of your mat, come down, put your hands down on the mat. You can either step or jump your feet back so that you're in a plank position. Do your push-up. And then come all the way down onto the mat on your back, and you can do a knee hug. So extend your arms overhead, extend your legs, and now hug the knees into the chest, and then extend the arms, extend the legs. Now you can roll over and stand. So you can jump the feet in and stand. You can add a jump up if you want, and that can be your burpee variation. So now I'm on the other side of the mat. I'm just gonna kind of travel back and forth. So hands come down, jump or step the feet back, push up, down onto the mat, knee hug, roll over, jump the feet in, and stand. All right, that's an easier knee hug burpee variation. I'll show you a little bit more advanced one as well if you want to challenge yourself a little bit more. So for a little bit more advanced option, you can come down onto your mat. You're going to start on your back, and we're going to do our knee hug first. So again, you're going to extend your legs straight. You're going to extend your arms up overhead, and you're going to bend your knees and hug them into your chest. So you're going to sit up, bring the knees into the chest, and bring your hands around to grab your knees and literally hug them into your chest. Then you're going to return to your starting position, extend the arms overhead, and extend your feet. Now you're going to do your push-up. So you're going to come forward. You're going to bend your knees and place your feet flat on the mat in front of you. And as you do this, you are going to throw your body weight forward. So you're going to use your momentum to kind of throw your body weight forward so that you end up in this squat position. It's like a deep squat position. And then you're going to place your hands on the floor or the ground in front of you, and then you can step or jump your feet back so that you're in a plank position and do your push-up from here. Now jump or step your feet back in and return to the starting position. So pick up your hands, rock back onto your booty and back down onto your mat with your arms extended overhead and your legs extended straight. So it's difficult to demonstrate it in slow motion. Let me do a couple, a little bit faster, a couple of reps for you a little bit faster so you can see how the movement flows together. So starting down here on my back, arms extended overhead. I'm gonna hug the knees into the chest, extend the arms, extend the leg. Now, bend the knees, feet flat on the floor, and I'm gonna send my body weight forward like this. And my hands are gonna land in front of me. Now I'm going to jump my feet back into a plank position, do a push-up, jump the feet back in, pick up the hands back down to the booty, and return to the starting position. Knee hug. Push up. All right, so that's a little bit more advanced version of a knee hug burpees. So there's a couple of equipment-free options if you want to do something similar to the burpee variation I'm doing with my dip bar. But again, any burpee variation you want to do is fine. Just please make sure that if you choose a burpee variation that includes a push-up, that you are minding your form on your push-ups. So what I want you to be conscious of is that your body should be in one straight line from your heels to your shoulders the entire time. Some of the more common mistakes that I see people making is not having their shoulders away from their ears. You'll see a lot of people that are kind of in this position. They're kind of sinking into their shoulders. Take a look at where my shoulders are. See how they're close to my ears? The way to fix this is to actively press your palms into the mat and push the ground away from you. And do you see now how my shoulders are away from my ears? So make sure that you're not kind of sinking into your shoulders like this. Press the ground away from you. You want your shoulders to be away from your ears. Another really common mistake that people make is that they allow their back to arch and they allow their hips and their belly to kind of droop down like this. The way to fix this is to really engage your ab muscles. So tighten up your abs and use your ab muscles to lift your hips nice and high. Think about someone about to punch you in the stomach, and think about the way you would brace for that impact. That is how tight your abs should be. So if you use your ab muscles and make sure you're lifting those hips up high, that's going to correct that arch in your back. You want a nice straight back the whole time. So if your hips are slightly elevated like this, that's not terrible. You're not going to hurt yourself doing your push-ups that way because your back is flat, and it will actually make the push-ups a little bit easier. So if you need to have your hips elevated slightly, don't worry too much about that. It's not ideal. Ideally, as you build core strength, what you want to be able to do is, instead of having your hips up here, you want your body, like I said, in one straight line from your heels to your shoulders. but I would rather have you err on this side, having your hips a bit elevated, than to have you err on this side and have your hips or your belly lowering down to the mat, because that's going to cause your back to arch, and that's not the movement. That's not what you want to be doing. So tighten up those abs, lift the hips high, and push the ground away from you. And the other really common mistake I see is people that let their forehead drop down to the mat, okay? You want to make sure your head is perfectly still. Your head shouldn't be bobbing up and down. So as you find your plank position, make sure that your head is in line with your spine. You want your neck to be in a nice neutral position, so don't allow your forehead to be dropping down like this, but also don't overcorrect and hyperextend your neck like this. You don't want to be sticking your chin out. You just want your head in a nice neutral position in line with your spine, and then you don't want your head to move, okay? So keep your head still. So once you have found your beautiful plank position, you are tightening your abs and lifting your hips nice and high. You're pressing the mat away from you, and your head is in line with your spine. It's not dropping like this, and your chin is not jutting out like this. From here, all you're going to do is bend your elbows and lower your chest as close to the ground as you can. Nothing else should move, okay? Think of this as a moving plank. So I'm going to bend my elbows, lower my chest to the ground, and nothing else on my body is going to move. Everything's remaining perfectly still. Then I'm pressing the ground away to return to my high plank position. You might not yet have the upper body strength or the core strength to get your chest all the way down to the ground, and that's fine. If you need to shorten up your range of motion, then shorten up your range of motion. So if you can only come down this far without sacrificing your perfect plank position, then come down this far and then press the ground away and push yourself back up. But don't try to compensate for the fact that you're not getting your chest down by lowering your hips or your belly down. Tighten up those abs and keep those hips lifted high. Don't try to compensate for the fact that you're not getting your chest down all the way to the ground by lowering your forehead down. Keep your head still, keep your neck in line with your spine, okay? Nothing on your body should move. You want one straight line from your heels to your shoulders the entire time. And of course, you can also do push-ups from your knees, in which case, the only thing that changes is that instead of having your body in one straight line from your heels to your shoulders, that straight line is going to be from your knees to your shoulders. But from there, it's the exact same exercise and all the same principles apply. So make sure your head is in line with your spine. Don't let your forehead drop down like this. Don't overcorrect by hyperextending your neck. Just keep your head in a nice neutral position and keep your head still. Make sure you are not sinking into your shoulders like this. Make sure you're actively pressing the ground away from you. Make sure that you're not allowing your hips or your belly to drop down, causing your back to arch. Tighten up your abs and lift those hips high. And then from this position, you're going to bend your shoulders and lower your chest as low to the ground as you can without moving anything else. As soon as you've gotten as low as you can, press the ground away and push yourself back up. But again, if you are unable to get your chest all the way down to the mat, don't overcompensate by lowering your hips or your belly to the mat. Don't compensate by lowering your forehead to the mat. Simply shorten up your range of motion. So if you can only come down this far without dropping your hips to your belly, without dipping your forehead down, that's fine. Then this is your push-up. As soon as you've gotten your chest as close to the ground as you can, without breaking that straight line from your knees to your shoulders, you're going to press the ground away from you and push yourself back up. Of course, that's if you are choosing a burpee variation that includes a push-up. Remember that there are many different burpee variations. They don't all include push-ups, and you don't have to do push-ups if you don't want to. It's just that if you are doing push-ups, I want to make sure you're minding your form and doing them properly so you don't injure yourself. So please mind your form with the push-ups. So that's it. Those are the only two exercises we're doing today other than jump rope. So any style of jump rope you want to do is fine. I always just kind of jog in place like this while I'm jumping rope. But if you're more comfortable jumping with your feet together, jump with your feet together. If you're really good at jump rope, you can feel free to do something a little more challenging, like high knees or jump rope jacks. Any style of jump rope you want to do is fine. The only important thing is that we're counting revolutions of the jump rope. So we're doing sets of 100. What I mean when I say a set of 100 is 100 revolutions of the rope. So any style you want to do is fine. You're just counting 100 revolutions. That's one set. If you don't have a jump rope, you can just pantomime jumping rope. That's totally fine. They actually sell jump ropes with no rope. It's two handles that you hold on to while you pretend to be jumping over an imaginary rope. So I think you can do that while holding on to imaginary handles. And actually I see a lot of workout videos like on YouTube where they actually are doing that. So that's a completely legitimate option, but if you don't want to do that, you can substitute with any other kind of cardio exercise you want. So you can just jog in place, that's fine. You can do high knees, jumping jacks, mountain climbers, any type of cardio exercise you want to do is totally fine. I'm going to be doing 5 sets of 100 with each of these little jump rope sections. So typically that takes me, when I'm feeling good, I can do it in about 3 minutes. When I'm where I'm at now, it usually takes me a little over 5 minutes. So somewhere in the neighborhood of 5 minutes, like plus or minus 5 minutes or so, something like that. So you could also just do up and down the stairs for 3 to 6 minutes while I'm jumping rope. You could hop on the exercise bike or the elliptical or the treadmill if you have access to something like that for 3 to 6 minutes while I'm jumping rope. If you wanted to take this workout to the park, if there's like a dirt track you could run around, you could run for 3 to 6 minutes. If you have access to the field at your local high school, you could run around the track. So 3 to 6 minutes is different. I mean, for some people that might be just once around the track. You might be able to do 2 or 3 times around the track in that time or even more. So it's totally up to you, but any kind of cardio exercise you want to do for about 3 to 6 minutes will work. So just get creative, use your space, use what you have available to you, and just do whatever's going to work for you. But that's it. That's all the exercises we're doing today. Now here's the format. We are doing sets of 50 with our dip bar exercises. So our first exercise was our kicks over the dip bar, alternating sides, 50 total reps. Then we're going to move on to jump rope, 5 sets of 100 with the jump rope. Then we're going to move on to our burpees, whatever burpee variation you're doing. I'm doing knee raise burpees. So again, I'm doing 50 knee raise burpees, and then I'm going to finish up the circuit with another jump rope section. So another 5 sets of 100 with my jump rope. That's round 1. We're just gonna do that 2 rounds of that. So we're gonna repeat that whole thing one more time if you want. If 1 round is enough for you, that's fine. You can call it a day. That's plenty of reps, but I'm gonna do the whole thing twice. So by the end of my workout, I will have completed a total of 100 kicks over the dip bar, 100 knee raise burpees, and 2,000 revolutions with my jump rope. So if that's too many reps for you, just do the first round with me and then take it from there. See how you feel. If you want to do a little more, you could always just reduce the amount of reps in round 2. That's totally up to you. Remember that I always take the time to type out the instructions in the description box down below the video, and you're going to watch me do it right now. So watch me do it, read the instructions, but then of course, if anything is unclear with the format, how everything fits together, how you can customize the workout, increase or decrease the reps as needed to suit your current level of fitness or time constraints or anything like that, please just ask. I'm always right here to help. If you have any questions about the exercises that we are doing today, any doubts about how to do them with the correct form, again, please just ask. It's very important that you understand the movement, that you understand the exercises we're doing, and you understand how to do them with the correct form before you begin the workout, so that you reduce your risk of injury and just so that you make sure you're getting the maximum benefit out of each exercise. So if you have any doubts, please just ask. I'm always here to help. And you guys know it is also very important to me that all of my workouts are always accessible to anyone and everyone who wants to do them with me. I'm always here to help facilitate that. So that's why I always take time to go through your equipment-free substitutions. I didn't really go into a lot of detail today with beginner modifications. So if you need any further help with beginner modifications, again, please just ask. It doesn't matter if you can't do push-ups. It doesn't matter if you can't jump rope. It doesn't matter if you can't kick your leg up high. You can do this workout with me. I promise. You may need to modify the exercises, but there is always a way to do that. There is always a modification that you can do, I promise. So please don't hesitate to reach out if you have questions or if you need help. And please remember, especially if you're going to be working out along with the video, to go at your own pace and mind your form. Never sacrifice your form for speed. I am going to be timing this workout, and it is my goal to finish in under an hour. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that today because I've been struggling a lot lately with my stamina. I've lost strength, and it might end up taking me longer than an hour, but my goal is to finish in under an hour. That being said, that's not my top priority. My top priority is to make sure that I'm minding my form. So if you find yourself kind of racing through the exercises, going through the motion, and your form's getting sloppy because you're trying to go fast, just for the sake of going fast to meet your time goal or something, set the time goal aside, stop for a second, take a deep breath, slow down, and refocus your energy and your attention on your proper form. Okay, so make sure that you're going at your own pace. If you are able to go faster than I am without sacrificing your form, great, go faster than I am. If you're slower than I am, that's fine. Be where you are, okay? You have to work to your own level. You put in the work at the level you're at now, so that eventually you will see yourself get stronger, you will see your range of motion increase, and you will see yourself get faster. But you have to put in the work where you are now to get there. So if you fall behind, if you need to rest, just pause the video and come back when you're ready. That's totally fine. But don't push your body into doing something that it's not ready to do. And don't neglect your form because you're trying to race through the exercises to keep up with my pace if you're not there yet, okay? Go at your own pace. Mind your form. Do not sacrifice your form for speed. I think I've covered everything. So if you are ready to start this workout with me, go ahead and grab a dip bar if you have one, or if you have a similar piece of exercise equipment. If not, maybe an old walker or a pull-up bar. Remember that you don't need the equipment, but if you have something like that, go ahead and grab it. Grab an exercise mat if you are doing knee push-ups especially and you need something soft underneath your knees, or if you're doing knee hug burpees, you're going to be much more comfortable with something soft beneath you. So if you have an exercise mat or a yoga mat, go ahead and get that ready. If you don't have a mat, a towel should suffice. If you're working out on a carpeted floor or on grass, if you're taking this workout to the park, for example, or on sand, if you want to take this workout to the beach, then you probably won't need anything. But if you have an exercise mat or a yoga mat, definitely go ahead and get that ready. Grab your jump rope if you have one, and if you're jumping rope with me today, take a minute to make sure you're good and warmed up, and when you're ready, let's get started. All right, my watch is going. I'm starting my timer in 3, 2, 1, and go. So we're starting with our kick over the dip bar. That's 1. Other side. 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to 50. 25, halfway there, keep going. 30. 40, just 10 more. $45, 46, 47, 48, 49, last one, and 50. So remember, you can always increase the difficulty by adding that reverse lunge. That's usually how I do this exercise, but after what I put us all through on Monday, I wanted to take it a little bit easier today. So that's a good first exercise to just kind of warm up a little bit. And it will be a nice recovery exercise after we've completed one round of this circuit. So I actually do put thought into the workouts as I'm planning them. There's a reason I didn't include the reverse lunge today, but on another day I might have, and you might feel like doing it today, so that's totally up to you. All right, so now for our first little cardio section, I'm doing 5 sets of 100 with my jump rope. It's gonna take me plus or minus about 5 minutes or so you can substitute with about 5 minutes of some other kind of cardio exercise if you would like. If you're jumping rope with me, we're doing 5 sets of 100. So any style of jump rope you wanna do is fine. We're just counting 100 revolutions of the rope. We're gonna do that 5 times, okay? So when you're ready, counting revolutions of the rope like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 100. So that's my first set of 100. Just marking a little slash on my piece of paper so I keep track of how many sets I've done. We're gonna do 4 more just like that. So try to keep the rest breaks in between sets as short as you can. If you need to rest longer, pause the video, come back when you're ready. We're gonna go ahead and start on set number 2. do 2 more, and then we'll move on to our burpees. Final set. Okay, that was our 5th and final set. So now we're moving on to burpees. I'm doing knee raise burpees. If you don't have something that you can do knee raises on, either the way I'm doing them or hanging knee raises, like from a pull-up bar, you can do knee hug burpees. If you don't want to do knee hug burpees, remember, any burpee variation you want to do is fine. So we started out with a hip opener, working on a little bit of core and a little bit of hip mobility. And we just did a few minutes of moderate paced cardio. Now for the fun part, we're gonna be working on some strength training. We're still gonna have our heart rate elevated, but we're doing push-ups and knee raises. So we're focusing again, lots on core and abs, also upper body, arms, shoulders, and chest. All right, so 50 reps is a lot. Just do your best. If you need a longer rest break, pause the video and come back when you're ready. 50 burpees, here we go. So push up, grab the handles, raise the knees, that's 1. That's 10 for me. That's 20 for me. So just kind of breaking them up into smaller sets of 10 to make it more manageable. Just doing my best to keep my rest break as short as I can in between sets. But my arms are still tired from Monday's workout as well. That one took a lot out of me. So, all right, pick up my count at 20. When you're ready, try to do another 10 before we take another break if we can. That's 5. So that's 25. We're halfway through. Halfway through with this set of 10 and halfway through with our big set of 50. So keep pushing. That's 30. And just taking a good, I don't know, 30 to 60 seconds maybe to breathe. And slow down my heart rate just a bit and feel like I've regained enough strength in my upper body to do another set of 10 without stopping. All right, when you're ready, picking up my count at 30. That's 35. 5 more. It's 39. One more. 40. At this point, I am still on pace to meet my time goal and finish in under an hour. So I'm not going to sacrifice my form to get there, but I do want to keep pushing and see if I can meet my goal. So let's go ahead and start in this final set of 10 when you're ready. Picking up my count at 40. That's 45. Just 5 more. We got this. $46. 47. Just 3 more. That's 48. 2 more. Push. $49. Last one. That's 50. We're almost finished with round 1. Just one more cardio section. So again, for me, this is going to be another 5 sets of 100 with my jump rope. You can be doing either 500 reps of, or 5 plus or minus 5 minutes or so of any kind of cardio exercise you want. Pause the video. Come back when you're ready. Starting my first set of 100 right now. Took me a little over 26 minutes. So I might still be able to finish in under an hour. I'm gonna repeat that whole thing one more time. If you're done, I will do a bonus burpee in solidarity with you right now. Remember that no workout of mine is ever complete until you have done your bonus burpee. So if you're not continuing on with me and doing round 2, then you have just 1 rep left to go. So when you're ready, let's do our bonus burpee together, and then your workout will be officially complete. All right, so if that's all you're doing today, you are now officially done. Please take a good 20 to 30 minutes or so to stretch before you take your shower, have some lunch, and get on with the rest of your day. If you are continuing on with me for round 2, we're just going to repeat everything we did once more. So if we can more or less maintain the same pace, I can possibly still meet my time goal and finish in under an hour. But before I start round 2, I just wanted to take note of the fact that you'll notice in round 1, there were a few reps where I kicked my target, which exactly illustrates the reason why I like to have a target, so that it's forcing me to make sure that I'm really getting that leg up and over, and I'm not down here as I'm getting lazy. However, if that's the exact reason you don't want to target, because you're worried about kicking it and hurting yourself, then remember you can just kick over an imaginary obstacle, that's fine. So, ready to start round 2. If you are not ready, pause the video, towel off, hydrate, maybe have half a banana. When you feel that you are well rested enough to start round 2, here we go. We're starting with another 50 reps of our kick over the dip bar. So kick up and over, that's 1. 2, remember you can add that reverse lunge if you want to increase the difficulty. It's up to you. 5, 6, 7, 8. I'll stop counting out loud so I don't distract you. That's 10 for me. Keep going. It's 25, halfway there. It's 40, just 10 more. Last one, that's 50. It's such a simple exercise, it looks easy. It is easy in a sense, but I do also think that it's more challenging than it looks. If you're doing it right, if your core is really engaged the whole time, you should really be feeling your core right now. And of course, it's great mobility work. If you have tight hips, it's really good for opening up your hip flexors. And it gets your heart rate up, so I think it's a great exercise. It's a better exercise with the reverse lunge, but I'm not trying to kill myself today. My quads would probably rebel against me if I tried to make them do 100 reverse lunges today. So we're gonna move on to jump rope. 5 sets of 100 if you're jumping rope with me. If not, plus or minus 5 minutes of some other kind of cardio exercise when you are ready. Here we go. To make it sound like that last exercise does not work your quads at all, because you absolutely are working your quads, just not in the same way as if we were adding that reverse lunge. 1 set down, 4 to go. Here we go. Just one more set. Let's push. Set number 5. Oh, I need this. I like to put my dip bar on top of the mat. When I'm out here on the concrete. Even though it has these little like rubber pieces on the bottom. I've had this piece of equipment for a long time and everything's starting to kind of wear out. So just to kind of protect it from any more wear and tear than is absolutely necessary, I just like to put it down on top of my mat when I'm out here on the concrete, so the concrete doesn't like ruin the bottom of it. Aren't you glad that you have that bit of information now? And now my OCD is just making sure that I have this lined up perfectly so that it is exactly parallel to this crack in the concrete. All right, coming up on 40 minutes. So I don't have a lot of time to spare. I need to get through these burpees as quickly as I can without sacrificing form. So I'm going to see if I can, again, tackle these in sets of 10, like I did in round 1. I'll do sets of 10 for as long as I can. Obviously, I'm more fatigued now. It's getting hotter. So I might not be able to do 5 unbroken sets of 10. So if I need to, I'll start doing little baby sets of 5, whatever I need to do to get it done. If you need a longer rest break, pause the video, come back when you're ready. I'm going to go ahead and get started on my first set of 10 knee hug burpees. One more deep breath. Here we go. 10. I'm doubtful that I have even one more unbroken set of 10 in me. So I'm taking a nice long rest break here to let my heart rate come down a little bit, to regulate my breathing a little, and to regain enough strength so that hopefully I can do another set of 10 without stopping. If I can, I will, and that'll probably be my last set of 10. And then I'm gonna have to probably start doing sets of 5 because I'm just getting too fatigued. All right. So in theory, that should be the longest rest break I take. Let's hope. All right. Picking up my count at 10. When you're ready, I'm gonna go for another 10 unbroken if I can. Towards the end, my pace was slowing down, and they might not have been the prettiest reps ever, but that was an unbroken set of 10. So I've completed 2 sets of 10. I have to do 3 more. So I'm taking another nice long rest break because I was planning on just doing sets of 5 from here on out, but I want to see if I can do 1 more set of 10 unbroken. So just to challenge myself a little. I'm not gonna kill myself to get there, but I'll see if I can do another set of 10 unbroken. So just taking a few extra seconds to normalize my breathing, slow down my heart rate a little bit, shake out the wrists, and regain enough strength that maybe I can do another set of 10. All right, pause the video if you need to rest longer. When you're ready, here we go. I'm picking up my count at 20. Let's see if I've got another 10 unbroken in me. We'll find out together. Here we go. That's 29. One more. That's 30. I just have 2 more sets of 10 to go. I know my rest breaks are kind of long, but I want to see if I can keep going in sets of 10. Maybe I can get through 2 more sets of 10 without having to do little mini sets of 5. So I want to challenge myself. So yeah, I'm taking kind of a long rest break here because I would like to see if I can do another unbroken set of 10. Oh, they're getting tough, I know. But we're almost there. Let's push. Let's try another set of 10 if we can. Picking up my count at 30. It's 35. And keep going. 36. 37. 38. 39, just one more. And 40. So that was rep number 40. Add that to the 50 reps we did in round 1. And that means that we have completed a total of 90 reps of knee hug burpees all day, which is amazing. We have just 10 reps left to go. I'm at just over 52 minutes right now. So it's gonna be close, but I do still think that I should be able to make my goal of finishing this workout in under 1 hour without having to sacrifice my form and without murdering myself to get there. So feeling good about that. When you're ready, let's go ahead and tackle these last 10 reps. So I'm picking up my count at 90. When you're ready, here we go. So that's 91 on the day. 92. 93. 94. 95. Just 5 more to go. We got this. 96. 4 more. We're right there. 97. 3 more. 98. Just 2 more. Let's push. 100. All right. I'm gonna have less than 5 minutes to complete this final jump rope section. If I want to meet my goal of finishing in under an hour. So I don't know if I'm gonna make it. But if I miss my goal, it won't be by much. But I don't have any time to play with at all. I've got to get right into this, and I've got to really push myself to keep my rest breaks in between sets as short as possible. All right, here goes nothing. 5 sets of 100 with a jump rope, and then we're all done with round 2. another 50 reps. 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. That was set number 4. One more set to go. I'm gonna miss it by just a few seconds. All right, it's okay. I got closer than I thought I would. Final set of 100, here we go. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Again, picking up my count at 50. If you trip over your jump rope, you do not have to go back and start the whole set over. Just take a couple of breaths and get right back into it. Pick up your count where you left off. So I tripped on rep 50 something. I'm gonna do another 50 reps, and then I'm done with round 2. Here we go. 60, 70, 80, 90, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 100. So that ended up taking me 1 hour, 1 minute, and 18 seconds. So I missed my goal of 1 hour, but not by much. I thought this workout was going to take me quite a bit longer than an hour just because I've been struggling so much lately with my strength and with my stamina. My stamina wasn't great today, but it wasn't bad. And it's pretty hot out here, so I actually am quite happy with this score today. Next time I do this same workout, I will again set my goal for under an hour because I do think that's a realistic goal for me, and I do definitely think that I can finish this workout in under an hour next time I do it. But for today, 1:01:18, I'm fine with that. We are not quite finished yet. Remember that no workout of mine is ever complete until we have done our bonus burpee. So we have just 1 rep left to go. But first, it is time for the McFlurry minute. I am going to reset my timer to count down 60 seconds for me. I'm going to jump rope for 60 seconds, and if I can make it through the entire 60-second work interval without tripping over my jump rope, everybody wins a free McFlurry. So give me just a minute to reset my timer. I will be right back. All right, my timer has been reset. Victoria is ready to do this. Victoria is my beautiful silver jump rope with the pretty light pink metallic handles. And for those of you who have asked me where I get my jump ropes, I will leave a link and a coupon code in the description box down below the video. So click on the link and use coupon code RUDEBECCA to save an additional 10% on your jump rope. We're going for 2 successful McFlurry minutes in a row today. Last Wednesday, we were going for a new McFlurry minute world record. We were attempting to complete our 16th successful McFlurry minute in a row, but I blew it. I tripped over my jump rope. The streak was broken, so we had to start anew on Friday. So Friday's McFlurry minute was a successful one. Everybody won a free McFlurry. We all got to eat ice cream for lunch. It was super. Monday, if you follow my workouts regularly, you know that Mondays we don't do a McFlurry minute. Instead, we do a Monday McFlurry mobility challenge. So this is only potentially day 2 of our winning streak of successful McFlurry minutes. So Friday was our first successful McFlurry minute. If I'm successful today, that will officially start a new streak because that will be 2 successful McFlurry minutes in a row. That was a long, tough workout. My legs are tired. It's hot out here, so I'm not gonna guarantee anything, but you guys, I'm gonna do my best to officially start a new McFlurry minute streak and to get us all some free ice cream today. So wish me luck. We are starting as always with a 10-second rest interval, and hopefully in about 60 seconds from now, we will have officially begun a new McFlurry minute winning streak with our second successful McFlurry minute in a row. Here we go. Of a new streak of successful McFlurry minutes, hopefully on the path to a new world record of 16 in a row. But we have to take it one day at a time. So for today, we were successful. For today, let's meet at McDonald's and eat some free ice cream for lunch. Thank you again to the lovely Victoria for another job well done. So that's 2 days in a row of free McFlurries, but we don't get to eat our ice cream until we have completed our bonus burpee. We have just 1 rep left to go. Let's go ahead and do our bonus burpee together, and then the workout will be officially complete when you're ready. Final rep of the day. Here we go. With that, the workout is now officially complete. I really liked this workout. I thought it was fun. I hope you enjoyed it as well. If you did this workout with me today, thank you so much. Please let me know what you thought of it and how you did. Thank you to everyone who has been working out with me lately. And even if you're not doing the workouts with me, thank you for watching the videos. Thank you for liking and sharing the videos. Thank you so much for all of your wonderful and supportive and engaging comments. It truly does mean the world to me. Thank you to all of my new subscribers. If you are not subscribed already, please subscribe. And of course, a great big thank you to those of you who have been subscribed to my channel for years. Please know that I appreciate you all so very much. One final reminder that if anything is unclear with the format, if you have any questions about the exercises we were doing today, any doubts about how to do the exercises with the correct form, or if you need any further help with equipment-free substitutions or beginner modifications, I am right here, so don't hesitate to reach out if you have questions or if you need help. That is going to do it for today. But before I say goodbye, I have to say one final thank you to those of you who have been watching the videos all the way until the end and commenting with the secret code phrase of the day. So before I say goodbye, I will give you today's secret code phrase of the day. It is no wire hangers ever. So if you are still watching this video, hello, thank you for watching all the way to the end. Please let me know that someone is still watching by going down to the comment section and leaving me a comment that says no wire hangers ever. That is going to do it for today, and I will see you all next time. Bye.